Hello everyone, and welcome to a game where I'm going to have to turn the sound down a little bit. So yeah, this is Fire Emblem, and this is going to be my next big LP, I guess. Well, it's not that Spyro 3 was even really a big LP. It's definitely pretty long, longer than Spyro 2, but compared to anything else that I've ever done on my channel, this LP is going to be enormous. And before I actually start playing, we're going to watch the intro, and then I'm going to explain to you why. But I'm actually pretty pissed off right now, because the other day, last Friday actually, today is Monday, January 12th, when I am re-recording this, but last Friday, I went to record this, and I recorded way too much of this game. I recorded like 4 chapters in one sitting, although I didn't like save in between chapters, and I recorded for like an hour or so, probably a bit over an hour, but I ended up having to scrap the recording because DX Story was formatted incorrectly to record in the wrong resolution, because apparently when I switched over to my Visual Boy Advance settings, I forgot to change them from the last time that I had used them, DX Story to record Visual Boy Advance stuff, which just so happened to be when I was playing Game Boy Color games. So basically, a third of the screen got chopped off. But anyway, there's your little opening. I wasn't really paying attention. But basically, it can be summed up as the humans and dragons lived in peace, and then the humans decided to be a bunch of dicks and kill everybody. Well, anyway, I'm going to erase this file, which was what I had started back the other day when I recorded this. I guess it's kind of for the best, though, because I was really shouting into the microphone, and I have no idea why. I guess I got hyper on caffeine. But anyway, I wanted to show off some of the extras here, which is like, geez, you'd think that talk about extras. But anyway, this is the Link Arena area where you can go fight your friends' teams through your Game Boy Link cable, or you can just make teams and fight yourself if you're a friendless loser like I was. Let's see here. Then you have the sound room. And I've unlocked, I'll show this off in bonus episodes, but I just wanted to point out that getting this, getting this ROM file to the point where I could actually LP this game took forever. Because there are some songs here that are really hard to unlock. One of them is this one, Shattered Life, and the other one is this one, Respite in Battle, but I'll talk more about those later. Support conversations. I have cleared the support conversations to 95% completion. Seriously, I've gotten that many of the support conversations. It took so many playthroughs of this game, and this was mostly over the course of years and whatnot. And I don't want to go into that menu now because of spoilers in terms of who comes into your party and whatnot. Anyway, battle history, you can just kind of see what the game judges you by when you're playing it. I haven't really messed around in hard mode yet, just because I was trying to get as many support conversations as possible, which is also why you see 1-star tactics everywhere. I'll explain more about that later. This will be the LP of explaining things later, pretty much. Anyway, but we're going to make a new game, and this is where things take some explanation. This LP is going to be very long, because there are 3 different stories here. Now, as you can see here, Lynn's story covers Prologue through Chapter 10. Then you have Hector, who's Chapter 11 through Final, and Ellawood, who's also Chapter 11 through Final. So, what are the differences between Ellawood and Hector mode? Well, actually, quite a lot. Hector actually has 2 different, I think 2 extra chapters that aren't in Ellawood's mode at all. Some of the chapters are totally different, some chapters are a little bit different, the enemies, I don't know, it's just there's a lot of differences to show off. Dialogue is very different because the story is focusing on Hector instead of Ellawood. So here's what I'm going to do in this LP, and this is going to make it really, really long, but I'm going to play through Lynn's story on hard mode. Now, the only difference between Lynn Normal and Lynn Hard is that Normal is a forced tutorial, and the game actually forces you to make certain movements, whereas on hard mode you can pretty much fuck up to your heart's content, and the game won't say anything. But it's not really actually any hard or anything. So after I do that, I'm going to go into Ellawood's mode, play through Ellawood Normal mode, so you can see that story. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through Lynn's mode again, off-screen, and I'm going to play Hector Hard mode, which is the hardest difficulty setting in the game, and also super, super hard. It's so hard that I actually haven't beaten it myself. But it'll be fun to try, and if if it does get to the point where I can't beat Hector hard mode, you will have already seen the story once anyway, or at least seen most of the story once. But I will slog on through, and there will continue to be other LPs that are going up alongside this, so it's not like super boring or anything. But yeah, I'm trying to think if that covers pretty much everything there is. I think we're good to go, and if I think of anything else, I'll just say it. So, in hard mode it is. Oh, actually, I did think of something kind of important. It's the reason that I have to play through Lin hard mode again off-screen, but I'll talk about that later. Again, the LP of explaining things later. So this is very cool. You actually get to put in, like, your information, like put in your own name and birth month, and that gives you a Tactician character. Yes, you actually are a hero in this story, except you don't really get to play as yourself. You play as the guy who controls everybody. I'm not even kidding you right now. That's what his role is. My birthday actually really is in April, just for the record. And then you get an affinity, which is that symbol next to your name. It depends on what birth month you select. I actually have them all memorized, so I'm not going to mess around with that too much. But January is light, February and November are ice, March and May are wind, April and December are thunder, June and October, yeah, June and October are anima, July and September are fire, and August is dark. And there's like lots of rumors about what that does, which I'll talk about more later when it becomes relevant. But you'll see that all of the playable characters in the game also have an affinity. So yeah, let's get into the story here. Are you awake? I am definitely not a voice actor. I'm not going to try to do lots of voices in this game, but just to save my own sanity. I found you unconscious on the plains. See a pretty girl there? I am Lin of the Lorca tribe. You are safe now. Who are you? Can you remember your name? I accidentally skipped through that text. Your name is Edward? What an odd-sounding name. Hey, lady, don't be making fun of my name. But pay me no mind. It is a good name. I see by your attire that you are a traveler. What brings you to the Saka Plains? Would you share your story with me? What was that noise? I'll go see what's happening. Edward, wait here for me. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Saka, or it is in the Japanese version, where you have the katakana to show you how things are pronounced. Oh no, bandits! They must have come down from the Burned Mountains. They must be planning on raiding the local villages. I have to stop them. If that's all of them, I think I can handle them on my own. You'll be safe in here, Edward. What? You want to help? Well, can you use a weapon? Ah, I see, so you're a strategist by trade, an odd profession, but very well, we'll go together. So basically, green guys on the map are good guys that you don't control, they're NPC characters. Blue people are people that you do control, and red people are enemies. Over here, if you want to help, Edward, I could use your advice. I'll protect you, so stay close to me. And then she absorbs you into her body, and we start the game, and basically this game is like 100% menuing. So you move over here. Now, if this is your first time playing the game, you'll notice that the characters don't move quickly like I do. Let's close in an attack. I'm actually going to move over here. But yeah, you press down A after you've beaten the game once, and that'll make all of the characters move more quickly. So yeah, basically that's how combat works. I'm not doing anything there, it just happens by itself. What'll happen is a person will initiate an attack, and then I'm doing some really, really risky strats here, by the way. So I might... No, I shouldn't do risky strats. No risky strats for us. You don't even really need it, because rank doesn't matter. But anyway, I attacked first that time because it was my turn, and I initiated the attack. And you'll see flashing iron axes and iron swords, which is part of the weapon triangle, which I'll talk more about later. This is... If you press R on your characters, you can see their stats. Enemies actually have stats, too. This guy's name is Bata, a Ganelon bandit, called the Beast for his savagery. So, yeah, you see stats here, strength, skill, speed, luck, defense, resistance. I'll explain more about what that does later. This is the equipment screen. As you can see, I have an iron sword, which has 46 uses. All weapons in this game have a certain number of uses. And over here is weapon levels and support level. Support is something that we aren't even going to see in Lens mode, so no point talking about that now. So now what I'm actually going to do... Well, no, I guess I'll attack him. It's a little bit riskier to do things this way. Who do you think you are? You stand up to Bata the Beast? Because what'll happen is he could possibly hit me on this attack, okay, so I'm safe, basically. But if he does hit you, he'll do 10 points of damage, and then on his turn, he'll attack you again. And if he hits you twice in a row, you're dead, so gotta watch out for that. But he missed me a whole bunch. Actually, as you can see, you have hit percentages, and those hit percentages are not entirely accurate. If it's below 50, it'll end up being slightly lower than the number displayed, and if it's above 50, it'll be a little bit higher than the number displayed. But I'll explain why that is in a different episode, probably down the road. And when you get 100 experience in this game, you get a level up. So one of the things that I love about this game, that makes it so replayable, is that level ups are entirely random. And each character has a certain, like, percent chance of getting stats to, like, go up, basically. And it depends on character by character. So Lyn has a 70% chance of getting a point of HP, 40% for strength, 60% for skill, 60% for speed, 55% for luck, 20% for defense, and 30% for resistance. And I actually got really lucky last time, and I got a point of defense when Lyn leveled up, but I got a point of strength this time, which is just as good. Good work, Edward. Let's go home. So that's pretty much how the game works. This is just the prologue, but that's like the mechanics in a nutshell. Good morning, Edward. Are you awake yet? Yeah! That fight yesterday must have taken a lot out of you. Say, Edward, I want to talk to you about something. You have some experience in the ways of war, I can see. Would you allow me to travel with you? What? You want me to get permission from my parents? What? So why do you want her to get permission from her parents? She's a hot chick and she wants to go on a journey alone with you. You idiot! My mother and father died 6 months ago. My people, the Lorca, they don't... I'm the last of my tribe. Bandits attacked and they killed so many people. The tribe was scattered. My father was our chieftain and I wanted to protect our people. But I'm so young and our people were old-fashioned. They wouldn't follow a woman. No one would follow me. Sniff. I'm sorry, I've been alone for so long. No, no more. I will shed no more tears. ... Thank you, I'm better now. Yep, she's all better. Just shove down that emotional trauma. Edward, I must become stronger so that I may avenge my father's death. Yesterday's battle taught me something. I won't become stronger by sitting here alone. Edward, tell me you'll train me, that you'll let me travel with you. You will? That's wonderful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. We'll be better off working together, I know it. You'll be my master strategist, and I'll be your peerless warrior. We can do it, right? Yeah, we can do it. So, that's the prologue, and I'm actually going to stop this episode here because last time I did the prologue in Chapter 1 in the same recording, and the video ended up being like half an hour long. So I'm going to stop it here, and then next time on Let's Play Fire Emblem, we'll do Chapter 1, and we'll talk about more game mechanics and more story and whatnot. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.